So when I was a teenager, I was very reserved, mostly in fear of things, and mostly in fear of people, to be honest. My head went in dark places when it came to people. I watched a lot of movies I shouldn't have watched when I was a kid. But when I was a teenager, right around 18 years old, 17, no, 17. At 17 years old, I fell in love with Nirvana. Like I became massively obsessed with Nirvana. And then a friend, my cousin, bought a guitar, and he showed me his guitar, and he played just one little piece from some other song, from some song, and I immediately became like obsessed, and like I wanted a guitar, I wanted it now, and I wanted to learn how to play every Nirvana song, right? So I wanted to know how to play like okay, for those of you who are Nirvana fans, you probably know what song that is. But anyway, my point in bringing this up is I wanted to know everything, and so I started playing Nirvana songs like crazy. But then it wasn't enough. Like I wanted to know other songs. Like I wanted to know how to play Eagles songs. I wanted to learn how to play just a bunch of others. But when it came to for me, the biggest, hardest songs to ever learn were going to be from a guitarist named Jimmy Page, who was the lead guitarist for a band called Led Zeppelin. And for those of you who know Led Zeppelin, like, you know, this probably won't surprise you. Like, okay, anyway, my point in bringing it up is that one of the hardest songs, and it's not Stairway to Heaven, so I'm not going there, okay? I did learn how to play that song, but that's not what I want to talk about. One of the hardest songs I ever had to learn how to play was a song called Over the Hills and Far Away, because it's really hard. Like your fingers have to fly. And I was terrified, but I love this song so much. I kept feeling called to learn it. I want you to think about this for you. Have you ever felt deeply called to learn something or do something, and you know it's monumental, right? Because if you've never heard this song, do I have it? I could probably, you know what? I'll just play it because I want you to hear this. It's one of my favorite songs. So let's see if I can actually, okay. Play Over the Hills and Far Away by Led Zeppelin. Okay, listen to this beginning. Just listen to the beginning, okay?
Playing Over the Hills and Far Away by Led Zeppelin.
Okay, that, like, to me, right out the gate, sounded way hard. So I want you to think about this. The worst part about trying to learn this song was how long it took, and it sounded awful. Right? And I was like, sounding awful and being really bad at it made me want to quit. And I want you to think about this. Sounding bad and being awful at it made me want to quit because I told myself a story that I couldn't do it. But every time I would learn other songs, like something from Nirvana was like, I just kept going. And I just kept, I said, fine. I said, fine. And this is the key for you. This is the tip right here. I said to myself, and I want you to come to this realization with everything you're going to do in life. Come to the realization that you just don't care anymore. You just don't care if you're going to suck. You don't care if it's going to go bad. You don't care if your fingers are going to start bleeding from all the banging and just crushing in your fingers. You just don't care anymore. And you don't care to the point where you're just going to do what you need to do to learn how to play the song. Now, here's the really good, I'm going to tell you the good news. I eventually got really good at it, okay? But then here's what's awesome about this. I got so good at it. Within a year, I was playing a lot of Jimmy Page songs. And then I went like maybe 10 years without even touching a guitar until about 2 months ago, I deleted Facebook and all social media from my phone. And I was just like, I'm going to create space to create. And I started doing videos every day, but then I realized, wow, I've got more space in my mind for other things. And my wife said, hey, let's have the kids learn guitar. So I thought that's a great idea. We bought a couple of guitars for the kids, and now they're taking lessons. And then the obsession came back, and I wondered, could I do it again? Okay, let's hear it one more time, because I love this song so much. I love the beginning especially. Such a good song. If you ever listen to this song, I highly recommend you listen to it. I love this song. You know, so here's the thing I'm sharing with you right now. Even though it's been like 10 years since I played this song, yesterday I started practicing. Just yesterday I started practicing again. This morning I woke up and I could do this. Sorry. Dang. See, I'm getting there. Just so you know, that really is me playing. Just FYI here. Let me bring the camera down here just so you can believe me, okay? See how fast your fingers have to move it. Ah! See, I'm an activator. I'm like super intense. There we go. This is what's awesome about this, is that all those years and all that time of practicing, even though I went 10 years without practicing, I could still bring it back. And that's the big lesson I want to share with you all right now. The big lesson I want to share with you all right now. That thing that you want to do, you can do it. You just have to make up your mind that you just don't care about failure anymore. And you're going to go for it, and you're going to go for it, and you're going to go for it. You're just like, fine. Think about that right now. Be sick and tired of being afraid or letting your fear hold you back. Take your fear with you if you have to. I'll be honest, it was a little vulnerable for me to play the guitar for you right now. I'm not like, I haven't like perfected it. I'm not fabulous at it again, like I was when I was 20 and I was blasting it. I was 20, oh my gosh, 20, I was 25 years ago. And here I am picking it up after 20 roughly years and not even touching the guitar and just going, just hitting it again. My friends, it's so good. It feels so good when you get past that point of, I just don't care anymore. And for me, I love to learn the guitar in a way that honors my desire to move people forward and think, create, and learn. So when I'm studying the guitar and I'm practicing the guitar, I'm thinking about lessons for me that I can learn from, and I'm thinking about lessons for you that you can learn from. I hope you enjoyed this video. What I want you to think about is that I learn the guitar in a way that is authentic to who I am. I know my strengths. I know what I'm good at. Playing the guitar is not a strength. My strengths are my influencing and strategic thinking abilities that I use to improve my skills in the guitar. Does that make sense? So what I want you to do now is I want you to go to my website. Go to eddiepvia.com. Take the 7-Day Strengths Challenge. Know who you are. Figure out who you are so you can do anything your way. I'm also going to encourage you to delete some social media off your phone. Trust me, it makes a big difference. And get my audiobook, okay? eddiepvia.com. Go get my audiobook. It's like inexpensive. It's crazy inexpensive. go get it, start listening to it, and start loving and embracing who you are so that you can be vulnerable in front of other people and you can give value. That is the point that I'm trying to share with you all. Now, I've got a little video that I would love for you to watch. It's a simple little video where you can see me break down another person's strengths report. And you can see how I take any individual and show and really stack their value. And it's beautiful, and because you can do this for yourself. So enjoy that video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. Time to roll. All right, looking at this first strengths report for today, look at it. Number 1, positivity. So we already know this person. Positivity. All right, there we go. We already know this person wants to bring energy, light, and I don't know why I just wrote that. Let's fix that. Bing. Okay, already wants to bring energy and light. Number 2, empathy. We already know now this person considers your feelings relevant. They believe that your feelings are important and they should be honored. Number 3, developer. They also believe that you should see yourself as valuable. Number 4, maximizer. I love it. Maximizer. Yeah, this person is not easily no, that's not true. I would say this person can be impressed, but when they're really impressed, all they want to do is talk about how to take what's really great about you to another level. The difference between a 4.5-star and a 5-star hotel. For those of you who have ever been to a 4.5-star hotel, it's really nice, right? These are really nice places to go. And people who are 4.5-star performers are really good at what they do. But a maximizer takes them into the next stratosphere. They move them into the upper 1% of the upper 1%. Does that make sense? So why would a person who is contagiously enthusiastic, who values your feelings and wants to focus on what's great about you, have the desire to take the upper 1% into the upper 1% of that? You have to think about that, right? Okay, well, let's find out. Their number 5 is adaptability. We want to go with the flow. Number 6, woo. My goodness, they really want you to like them. This person really wants you to like them. And so much so that they're willing to tell you, because their number 7 strength is communication. Number 8 is belief. Holy cow, this person's pretty awesome. So not only does this person care about people and want to see people move forward and can take the 1% and move them into the 1% of the 1%, right? They also need to go with the flow, win others over, make new friends, speak from their heart, but in a way that honors their very structured and committed core values. Wow. So not only does this person care about how people feel, but they're also very opinionated. And their number 9 strength is futuristic, which is a strength that they use to be inspired by visions of the future. Are you all seeing how like intense this person is? And then their number 10 is connectedness. All right. I need to read this person's strength statement, so that you strength story and strength statement, so you all can see that in order, for a person to have this much level of enthusiasm and have maximizer and belief thrown in there, this is something quite special. So what I mean by this, I'll explain what I mean by this. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relationship building strengths, which means that the connection is extremely important. All right, connecting with people is massively important. But they also have this desire to move people forward with purpose and intention, with maximizer, woo, and communication as their secondary. So 3 influencing strengths. So this person has this massive desire to connect deeply with people and then challenge them to take their lives up a notch. So let's think about this for a second. How powerful is that? This person believes
believes, right? This is like their core values that people should be connected with and then inspired and challenged to move forward. Oh, that's pretty awesome. How many of you all feeling this right now? Okay. So the big lesson I'm taking from this one already is connect deeply with the intention to move people forward. All right, so let's think about what this person's trying to teach us. This person's trying to teach us that it's important to create trust. It's important to be compassionate. It's important, it's absolutely important to inspire people with your own life. Your life. See, this person's got 5 relationship building strengths, which means they prefer to connect deeply, which means that they want you to be inspired by them. This person wants to be the example for other people, not to follow and not even to copy, just to be inspired by, right? They don't want you to follow them, although they would love it when you do. Don't get me wrong. But they really want people to be inspired. They want to be something that others are inspired by following. That's why they spend so much time connecting with you. That's why this person is all about connection, the connection, and then the inspiration next, right? Okay, so let's take a look at, so I asked this person, what is it that you want to apply your strengths to right now? And they said to obtain, train, and empower business builders, right? See what I'm saying? They want to obtain, and they want to train, and they want to empower. Do you see what I mean? This person doesn't want people to copy them. They just want to be, the thing that they are inspired by. Let's find out what is keeping them from being more of value to people. Well, we got analytical, context. Okay, so obviously looking at numbers, looking at these people that know as numbers is a thing that's holding them back. So I'm trying to teach them how to start seeing numbers as a way of helping you understand the feelings of people. Okay, so we're moving on to number 31, which is another thing that keeps them back, is thinking that their past has anything to do with their effectiveness with helping other people. Do you understand? So looking at the past and not like, and thinking that it has any kind of measurement on whether or not they can be effective with moving people forward. Okay, so let's go on to 32, which is restorative, right? And so this is where this person goes when, see, this is a funny thing about people with low restorative, when, and their dominant relationship builders or influencers, when they have restorative low, they always go to that negative space when they're feeling like the people that they're trying to move aren't moving, right? So their first thought is, oh, the people that I'm trying to move forward aren't moving. And they don't know it, but in their instinctive subconscious, they actually doubt themselves. They doubt themselves and they believe that they're not good enough, but they don't know that's what they're thinking. So instead they just project that, like that personal failure feeling, and they project that on the people that they're not moving forward and start calling them things like failures or quitters or people who don't want it bad enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? So whenever a leader with this many of influencing desires looks at another person and says, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Maybe they just don't want it bad enough. I'm looking for people who actually care, yada, yada, yada. What you're actually doing is you're actually taking your own issues with yourself and you're projecting it on other people. And as a restorative in context, it's about where things in your past, things are broken. 33 is deliberative. So then this person starts to overthink it, right? They start to overthink, which sends them into more analytical. This is a train wreck happening right here. Okay. When this person doubts themselves, it becomes a massive train wreck, so bad that then they think that the only way to save themselves would be to write everything down. Their 34th strength is discipline. You know, they'll question whether or not they should just go with the flow. People are, maybe even other people, other leaders are telling them, you need to be a little bit more structured. You need to set more goals. You need to be more clear about what it is you want to accomplish, and yada, yada, yada. You see, this person's number 5 strength and their number 34th strength are such polar opposites. I can tell you right now, this person will connect and inspire the world when they're going with the flow with intention. But if they think they need to have intention before they go with the flow, they will disconnect from the world and not move anybody forward. Most of all, they won't move themselves forward. Okay, so big lesson here, right? The big lesson here, connect to inspire others to move forward. And this is the thing that I try to tell all like great leaders and powerful leaders and influencers online, is that you can't move people forward if you don't know what their problems are, if you don't know what they're struggling with. You can't, right? And this person right here, for sure, questions everything about their style the minute anybody makes them think that they're not good enough because they don't write everything down. Okay, so I hope you all got a lot of good value from that.